So the lesson objective is I can construct the unit circle using reference angles and angle measures of special right triangles. So if you recall from the last video, the value here is radical 3 over 2 comma 1/2. So remember that in quadrant 1, x, y are positive. In quadrant 2, x is negative, y is positive. In quadrant 3, x is negative, y is negative. In quadrant 4, x is positive, y is negative. So we just need to have these signs rewrite. We're going to basically rewrite this value in each of these ordered pairs. And the way that's going to work is that these are not going to technically be 30 degrees. Like this one, for example, here is going to be 150 degrees. But instead of figuring out 150 degrees, we're going to take the reference angle at 150 degrees, and we'll find that this is going to be radical 3 over 2, comma 1/2, and then it's negative radical 3 over 2. So we really use the symmetry of the graphs to actually determine whether or not x and y are negative, but we're actually using just this original triangle. Because now if we consider this angle here, this is going to be 210 degrees. So then the reference angle, that's 210 minus 180, that's going to be 30 degrees. So this triangle here is really the measure for 210 degrees. The way this works is we keep the ordered pair values the same, radical 3 over 2, comma 1/2. But now sine is negative where cosine's positive. And cosine's positive. So now for the last one, we're going to have the same ordered pair, radical 3 over 2, and then 1/2, and then the y value is negative. And then we're just going to go ahead and include our angle measures. So 30 degrees corresponds to pi over 6. Then we have this angle over here, which is going to be, so the whole half a rotation is 180, so this is 150 degrees, and then we convert it to radians, and that's 5 pi over 6. And then we have, so this is now 180 plus 30 degrees, it's 210 degrees. So then we're going to convert 210 degrees to radians, and we get 7 pi over 6. And then lastly, we have a 330 degree angle, and then we're going to convert that to radians, and we get 11 pi over 6. All right, in this example, we're now going to be dealing with the following angles. So we have the 45 degree angle here. We also are going to have this angle here, which is going to be 145 degrees. I'm sorry, 135 degrees. And then we're going to have this angle here, and that's going to be 225 degrees. And then we'll have this angle all the way over here as well. Oh, it's a little bit too far. And this angle's going to be 315 degrees. So again, we don't care what any of these angle measures really are because we just find the reference angles. So we go ahead and use the ordered pair from the last video, which if you remember for the angle 45 degrees, sine of 45 degrees and cosine of 45 degrees are both radical 2 over 2. So we're going to rewrite that in the other quadrants now. And now we just go by our sign. So in the quadrant 2, cosine is negative, sine's positive. In quadrant 3, they're both negative. And then in quadrant 4, cosine's positive and sine's negative. And I just want to write the angle measures. So this is 45 degrees. So then in radians, that's going to be pi over 4. And then for this angle over here, the angle measure is 135 degrees. And then in radians, that's 3 pi over 4. And then down here we have, this is going to be a 225 degree angle. And in radians, That's going to be 5 pi over 8. And then over here we have 315-degree angle, and that'll be 7 pi over 8. Okay, so now we're dealing with the following angles. So we have our 60-degree angle here. We have an angle measure of 120 degrees. We also have an angle measure of 240 degrees. And then lastly, we have an angle measure of 300 degrees. So for all of these corresponding angle measures, we're going to have the following ordered pair. We're going to have 1/2 radical 3 over 2. So we rewrite that. And then it's negative, 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 and then negative here. And I'm just going to write the angle measures as well. So this is 60 degrees, and this is pi over 3. Then we have 120 degrees. This is the same as 2 pi over 3. Then we have this angle that's 240 degrees, and that's going to be 4 pi over 3. And then we have this last angle, which is 300 degrees, and that'll be 5 pi over 6. So we're asked to explain the relationship between the ordered pairs theta equals 30 degrees, 150 degrees, and 330 degrees. So the relationship is that they all have an equal angle, reference angle measure, which is 30 degrees. And then it says which quadrants is sine negative and which quadrants is cosine negative. So this is the way that I'm going to teach this. You're going to remember all students take calculus. And the way this works is that in this quadrant, cosine of theta is greater than 0, sine of theta is greater than 0. In this quadrant, cosine of theta is less than 0, sine of theta is greater than 0. In this quadrant, cosine of theta is less than 0, sine of theta is less than 0. The t stands for tan of theta is greater than 0. And then C for the calculus, cosine of theta is greater than 0, sine of theta is less than 0. And because sine of theta is less than 0 and cosine of theta is greater than 0, tan of theta is less than 0. And again, over here, tan of theta is also less than 0. And then because cosine of theta and sine of theta are positive in quadrant 1, tan of theta is positive in quadrant 1. Here we want to list the angles that are 60 degrees away from the x-axis. So we have the 60-degree angle. Then we have a 120-degree angle. Then we have 240-degree angle. And then we have a 300-degree angle. What do you notice about the ordered pairs at those angles? They only differ by a sign change from positive to negative. Is it possible to evaluate trig functions greater than 360 degrees or 2 pi? Yes. Use a reference angle. That's why we learned about reference angles previously, because you use the reference angles to create an equivalent angle that exists in the unit circle. And so those angles included those ones that we had that are between 0 and 360 degrees, or 0 and 2 pi. After this lesson, you could actually now construct the unit circle.